Welcome to an exclusive episode of Jacket Sports Weekly. Over winter break, Waynesburg University hired its new head football coach, Larry Wilson. Wilson is the 24th head coach in Waynesburg University history, and we have him today for an exclusive interview. So thank you for taking the time to do this.
Appreciate you having me. Look forward to it.
You ever done anything like this before?
I have, yep.
Down at Cal U?
Cal U a couple times over the years, yep.
I figured that with their communication program that they would have had something similar. Now, why Waynesburg? How did you hear about this opening?
Obviously, being from Western Pennsylvania, I've known a lot about Waynesburg. I've known some coaches that were here in the past, and always kind of kept my eye on it. And when the job opened up, kind of with where I'm at in my career, it served like a really good opportunity to kind of build a program that I could kind of believe in. Because I believe in being a student athlete, even in the portal era. I believe in getting a great hands-on education. I believe in achieving academically and that correlating to achievement on the football field. So when you look at the student athlete aspect of it, I thought it was a great opportunity.
Now you're about 1 month down from when you started. How have you been settling in so far? How's it been meeting with the team?
It's been exciting. You know, we're 1 week in now with our off-season program. So there's been I talk about popping balloons. Since I've been here every day, there's a million balloons above my head. And myself, we're finally getting some coaches in here. So we're popping balloons. We're building our brand of football. We're kind of building our standards as an organization. And it was nice this week to get started with the student athletes and actually start the program and see them actually starting to thrive in it a little bit and starting to grow. So it's been good.
You've been a D2 coach in the region for quite some time now. Talk about some of that coaching experience.
It's kind of funny because when I got in this profession, it seemed like a year ago. My wife and I, we always said if we were blessed to have children that I didn't want to chase opportunity and jobs and move around. So our kids, I've never had to move. I've been living in the same house for the last 20 years. But the thing that kind of shaped me for this opportunity, even at Cal PA, I was with 3 different head coaches, multiple coordinators, multiple consultants. IUP got to learn from Coach Tortorella and his staff, Clarion last year. So like even though I've been in the same house and even being at Cal for 17 years, it was like being at multiple jobs. So I learned a lot from everyone I've been around, and I need it all here. So it's been very useful.
You mentioned your wife and stuff like that, but are there anything else that we should know about your personal life? Any details?
I used to like to fish. I used to like to hunt. I used to love to golf, and now it just seems like I'm more in a position where I'm more of a family guy and kind of serving the kids that I'm involved with through football. So as you get older in this profession and you have kids, you kind of put some of that stuff on the back burner. So I'm more about serving my kids here and at home and my family. So some of that's on the back burner right now. Maybe this summer we'll be able to get the golf clubs back out.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Getting back to football, what are some of the core values you have in coaching that your hopes to maybe enforce here?
So I believe like my life purpose is developing men through football. So everything that I do and the staff that's with me is all about growth and development because we truly believe until you change the man, you can't change the player. So it's an approach where we're not just teaching X's and O's. We're giving life lessons, what it looks like to be a great student, what it looks like to be a great man, and stay on that growth process one day at a time. And what I've learned over the years, if you're developing the man, you're going to get a good football player. So we're all about developing men through football. That's what we're going to stick to. And as long as we're seeing growth and we're trending individually and collectively in the right way, we're going to be okay.
What can we expect to see on both sides of the ball?
Like style-wise, you know, with the running clock in modern-day football in 22, it changed the year after 22 and 23. We play by NFL rules now. So what that means is the clock don't stop unless it's an incompletion and or the 2-minute warning. So college football changed after 22. You're not getting as many offensive plays. So I believe in trying to be explosive on offense, maybe use a little bit of pace in what we're doing to try and get more plays and be a little bit more explosive. And then I think you got to match it on defense. I think you got to be aggressive. I think you got to force the issue instead of sit back and kind of let them see your picture. So from a style perspective, I think we're going to be aggressive and a lot of fun to watch. And I'll always tell our guys and our coaches, what do we look like from the stands? You know, I believe in warming up the right way. I believe in having humility in your play. I believe in earning everything and being deserving. So I think when you watch us play, you could probably take some pride in what it looks like, because we're going to try and play the game the right way.
At the same time as that Waynesburg University let go of former head coach Coleman, they also let go of the defensive coordinator, Dave Arnold, and the special teams coordinator. I think Phil Hamilton took the West Liberty job. So how has that coaching search been going?
It's going well. We have the final piece of our staff. He's kind of hired and going through the process. Hopefully we can get him here by the end of the week. And what I did was try and get guys that know the style and approach that I'm looking for. So there's some guys, a guy came with me from Clarion who did a fantastic job with me last year. We have a former player at Cal U that I helped recruit and ended up moving on to East Stroudsburg, coached a couple years. So I kind of balanced it out. So I got guys that are like-minded, that want to work, believe in what we're doing, maybe played in the style that we're doing. So the staff is molding out really well. I think it's a balanced group, and they're all on the same page. So I'm really excited about the staff.
So what about from a player standpoint then? You mentioned you brought in some of the guys that you knew through coaching, but what about from a player standpoint? Are you bringing in anyone that you had previously coached?
Right now, no. You know, came here over the winter, and I was kind of more concerned with where we're at right now, and then kind of getting through this semester and seeing where we're at. You know, we hit the ground running, we're recruiting, and it's no secret. We're looking for guys that are achievers in the classroom, because we correlate that to work ethic. And, you know, come here, get a great degree. That's going to transition to the hard work in the football piece. You're going to grow and develop, and that's kind of how I believe you build a consistent program, not just a one-hit wonder, but we'd like to build a program where we're relevant year in and year out.
Last time I talked to you, you mentioned that you would love to have the support from the students, whether that be in the stands or helping you out. You mentioned a couple positions that you were looking to get filled by student help. So how has that been going?
It's been going good. We got to keep going. Hopefully some students hear this piece and maybe stop down and see us, because we have opportunity. I believe in being very prideful, and we're all Waynesburg, and it's an all hands on deck approach. You know, I haven't met the band director yet. I don't know what that looks like, but the students, I'd like to see some pride within our program, and students taking pride in it. Our guys taking pride in the other programs. We're all Waynesburg. It's a beautiful campus, beautiful athletic opportunity. So, like, I'm all about students coming around, helping out. I'm hoping we put a good product out and they can come. We get a student section going and build some pride in what we're doing around here, because I think it'll go a long way for sure.
Now, is there any last thing that you would want any players, parents, fans to know about you?
I would say, you know, I talked a little bit about the work ethic. Like, I'm just a tireless guy that lives one day at a time. I'm where my feet are. I don't look for outcomes. I don't look for blessings. I just get to work and keep it chopping, and don't take myself too serious, because at the end of the day, you know, we're trying to live in a one-day mold around here. Be where your feet are. Be in your class. Be at that weightlifting. Every day's a blessing. So, like, my approach, and I got to stick to it, is living that. You know, be where my feet are. Just keep chopping, looking for growth, one day at a time, 15 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time. So that's just who I am and how I live. And, you know, that's what I want to instill in our kids. That's how you get built for adversity, when you learn how to be where your feet are and just get to work.
Well, Coach Wilson, thank you for taking the time to join us up here on Jacket Sports Weekly. Welcome to Waynesburg University. Hope to see you on the field here shortly.
Appreciate you having me.
That's all we have today on this exclusive episode of Jacket Sports Weekly. Be sure to tune in for more Waynesburg content.
This has been a production of Waynesburg Community Television.